Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are doing good. I want to talk something out and work something out on here on an afternoon coffee chat. No coffee right now. I've had plenty for right now, but probably will have some later today at my apartment. Anyway, if you've been following the Sam page and know everything, you know that yesterday I posted a link to a blog that I wrote for Disability Rights Arkansas, and it's an open letter to HR departments or businesses that are looking for work. And I'm just going to work some things out on here, and I'm going to verbally read it, but I also want to work some things out with some thoughts too along the way. And so let's get started. Um, Hello there. I see your signs in the windows and ads online that you're looking for people to fill open positions within your business. I figure it must be hard to find someone with the right qualifications for the work that's required, and I understand that. Ability to perform a job is very important for anyone to succeed in work. However, many employers overlook one very important pool of talent: people with disabilities. They believe that because the applicant looks, walks, acts, talks, or hears differently than others in their organization, that they surely cannot perform the job for which they are applying for. That's untrue and very wrong assumptions about people. Sadly, many workers with disabilities have to learn to mask or hide their disabilities, the fact that they are indeed disabled, in order to apply for work. You know why? Because of fears of being discriminated against. You know, many people with disabilities may be forced to work in positions in which they're not qualified. They're overqualified for. You know, or not within their qualifications. You know, that they have just to be able to work at all. That's called um, sometimes it's basically going for less than what you have, what you really are suited for, just to be able to have a job. Sometimes they may even have to take two jobs, you know, in order to do things. You know, another thing is that some employers do not accept life experiences in the place of formal education. Many people with disabilities experience barriers to attending colleges or trade schools due to lack of accessibility. They may need someone to help them to and from class, or to help them with taking notes, or they may need alternative ways of learning, you know, or extra time for testing. Some things that are required to do a position can never be learned in a classroom. If a degree is necessary, maybe you can support the employee with a disability in earning the degree while still working for you and using their life experiences as a benefit. You know, not everything, that's on paper is important. Uh, One more thing is that employers believe that it costs too much to adapt their work environment to the needs of the person with a disability. Let me ask you a question. How fast did we learn to adapt to the needs of businesses during the pandemic when we all worked from home? It may not always be possible to adapt your office to the needs of the person with a disability, but that person might be able to work very effectively and efficiently and with the right accommodations from home. So to every HR department out there, don't overlook the next applicant with a disability just because they are disabled. They might just be the next best leader in your organization. I get it. You know, you're looking for qualified applicants and everything. But qualified applicants sometimes are overlooked because they do have a disability. They might need someone to help them. You know, they might need home and community based services in order to get to and from work. That's another thing that we need to encourage is home and community based services for people. They're not they're they help people get dressed, get up, get dressed, sometimes you know eat, get things cooked for them. Sometimes just do things around the house or apartment. And if they have that, they're able to get to and from work. You know, we need to encourage that. We need more of it. We also need more employers to look at people with disabilities as valued employees. We also need to encourage the people with disabilities to not be ashamed of the fact that they have a disability, and yet they have to able they have to sometimes. You know, disability should never be a factor in whether. I mean, let me correct myself there. The fact that someone has a disability should never be a factor in just in saying that they can't be hired. It should always be a factor in saying, yes, they have a disability, but we can accommodate them. Folks, that's really all I got to say right now. I hope you enjoyed me reading this out. And if you haven't read the post, you can read it too. And I will share the link in the video comments. Um, that's all. I want y'all to have a good day. Thanks.